Rushing from the field to the studio to your eyes and ears.
If I remember in editing, I'm leaving that in. Just letting you know.
Don't do that. That would hurt my feelings.
Never.
Welcome back to the 816 hour.
Sir.
It is a great day. It's a great time of the year. Not necessarily the best time of the year, but it's a great time of the year. But Bryson, how are you? How are you, sir?
Well, I'm actually a little taken off guard of you saying this might not be the best time of the year because, baseball season is just 2 days away.
Hey, it's a great time of the year. But, best time of the year, you get October baseball, but you're also getting Chiefs football at the same time. It's
a little Spooktober in there.
You're in everything. You're getting Halloween, you're just getting
Carter, this is why you're my guy.
It's the best of everything right then and there.
Exactly.
You get basketball if you're a basketball fan. Hockey, that's a thing.
Sure. Golf is going on.
I think track at
Olympics. Yes, but I'm good. I'm good. Got the weather starting to turn out here, hopefully hitting the greens with you and the boys here soon. So looking forward to that. Baseball just right around the corner. So that's exciting. The draft is just less than a month away, and that's here in Kansas City. So a lot
Union Station.
That's wild. But how are you doing, sir?
I'm good. Weather's starting to get nice. Not here in Missouri. It's nice one day, raining the next day, and snowing the next day after that.
It's great.
But it's good. It's a good day. Baseball starts here in a couple of days. World Baseball Classic just ended. Couldn't ask for a better ending to a World Baseball Classic. But today, speaking of opening day, we have a Royals opening day preview.
Yes, sir.
For you guys. Let's just jump right on into it.
Here for it. Rock and roll.
Who are some players or a player or a prospect that you're excited to watch? You're excited to look out for this year. Maybe they get that fast track up to the bigs this year. Got anybody?
So obviously got to show love to Andrew Hoffman, starting pitcher. Came on the pod, so we got to show love there. Hopefully gets fast tracked up to the majors. So saw a lot of great stuff from him last year. But Franmil Reyes, he was a non-roster invitee. Royals picked him up after he got designated for assignment. But how could you not be excited about this guy? He hit 372 in 43 at bats this spring. 3 home runs, led the Royals in RBIs. Huge upside for a guy that I think doesn't really cost you anything. I know it's kind of on the brink of making the roster still, but I think he's had a very, very strong spring, and I think he's going to continue that to the regular season.
I love Franmil. I think he deserves a spot on this roster. I had 2 guys. MJ Melendez, I'm excited for him. I'm excited to see what the Royals do with him.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited to see him get more time behind the plate, develop his skills at the big league level a little bit more.
That's huge.
But a prospect I am so excited for. I've been stringing the sword all offseason for Nick Loftin. Call the man up, please. Just call. I don't ask for much. Nick Loftin, get him up, get him in the bigs. I need that guy up there, even if he plays a different spot other than middle infield. Get him up there, get him, let the kids play.
That's huge.
But how do you feel?
Whoa. I have another player I want to talk about, but real quick on Nick Loftin, I really thought that he might challenge Michael Massey / Nicky Lopez, whoever gets the nod at second base, for the second base job, just because of how strong of a spring Nick Loftin had.
Mm-hmm.
So I completely am here for you swinging the sword for him. But another guy that's already up in the majors, I'm excited to watch, Scott Barlow. Obviously, the Royals made the move that I think all Royals fans kind of got caught off guard, scratched their head. Josh Stalmont was optioned to AAA Omaha. So Barlow obviously going to take over full-time closer roles unless we think Aroldis Chapman's going to come in and for some reason take it. Maybe.
Amir Garrett. so he might slide in there and take it.
That's true, but for me, I got to go Scott Barlow. He pitched 8 innings this spring, a 1.13 ERA, only 6 hits and only 1 run. I don't think the Royals having to deal with not knowing who their full-time closer is has been one of my biggest issues in the last 4 to 5 seasons. Ever since Wade Davis left the team, it's just kind of been a vacant, whoever we can have, throw them in there, and hopefully we end up winning this game in the 9th. If the Royals can have a solid guy like Scott Barlow, they don't got to worry about that. They can get back to not having to worry about the back half of their bullpen like they had with HDH. I think that's huge, so I'm really excited to see Scott Barlow.
While we're talking about pitchers, how do you feel about the pitching staff? I think with the rotation, I think potentially we have 2 all-star pitchers in our rotation.
Ooh.
Zach Greinke and Brady Singer, I think, are both going to have big years. Zach Greinke, Zach Greinke does Zach Greinke stuff. He's amazing. Brady Singer had a really breakout second half last year. I think he continues that into opening day and the rest of the season. I think he's an all-star.
I'd be here for that. I really thought that we might see Singer get the nod for the opening day start. Obviously, they went Greinke. I think that kind of had to deal with Singer getting not hit around a lot, but kind of a bit in the World Baseball Classic, that kind of exposure against top talent that showed the Royals that maybe we'll go Zach Greinke for opening day. So I'm here for that. But I mean, shoot, if 40-year-old Zach Greinke wants to make another all-star team, I
would love it.
So here for it. Just him calling his own pitches on the PitchCom, just the character Zach Greinke is. He just needs a Hall of Fame to himself.
Yes, he probably has his own Hall of Fame in his house. But that 5th, those last 2 rotation spots.
Mm-hmm.
How do you think those 2 play out? Who do you think gets those last 2, that 4 and 5 spot?
So if we're looking at it I assume we have Greinke 1, Singer 2, Lyles or Yarbrough 3, 4, and then for the 5th we're looking at Daniel Lynch, Jackson Kowar, Chris Bubich. Is that it? Am I missing someone?
Yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. You're missing one very important name. Very very important name that most likely will happen knowing the Royals.
Oh geez.
Brad Keller.
Oh yeah, I forgot Brad Keller had an 8 strikeout last spring's training start just yesterday. So probably going to end up being Brad Keller. I'm really big on Jackson Kowar. Hasn't really figured it out in the majors, but a couple strong minor league stints. I really hope to see him kind of build off that. But Asa Lacy is another guy that I think Royals fans have not forgotten about because of the injuries and kind of being buried in the farm system. But Asa Lacy just has all this upside. He was compared to Clayton Kershaw. I'm huge on Asa Lacy. I would love to see him get that 5th spot. I don't think he does with the injuries, and whenever we've seen him pitch, hasn't been the best. But I'd be here for it.
So do you think he gets fast tracked up into a bullpen spot this year?
I'd be here for it. String together a couple strong outings. Maybe the Royals are he doesn't have the longevity to go 8-9 innings or 7-8 innings. We only need him to go 2-3 innings, maybe that middle relief kind of guy, longer relief guy, Danny Duffy type, moves from the pin to the rotation. I could be here for that. Yourself? How you feel about that?
Yeah,
how's it going?
I would love it to be Chris Bubich. I don't know why I'm a fan of him, but I am. I want him to be good.
You've always liked Bubich.
I think it goes Lyles, Yarbrough, Bubich. I think that's not a bad rotation in my opinion. I think that's a solid rotation.
That's really not. I mean, compared to the rest of the AL Central, it's obviously pedestrian because you got Cleveland and Chicago's rotation, and then I mean Minnesota as well. But for the Royals, for a developing team, younger pitchers alongside a couple vet guys, I mean,
it's the best rotation we've had probably since our World Series runs.
I could agree with that 100%. 100% agree with that. I mean, whenever Brad Keller used to be the opening day starter and there was really no one to even challenge him, it was rough times. But
Give me a Royals 2023 MVP.
Oh, okay.
Way too early MVP.
I've got to go my guy Vinny Pasquantino. The Pasquatch, the Italian nightmare, big Italian breakfast, whatever you want to call him. Been so high on this guy ever since the Royals called him up. And I mean, you just saw this 6'5" monster just mash baseballs, gonna lock down first base all time. I think he builds off a very strong end to last season, and yeah, I gotta go Vinny. I can't go the Bobby Witt pick. I'd love to. I think he's gonna ball out, don't get me wrong. Gotta go weird though. Give me Vinny P.
Okay, I dig that. I guess kind of the same reason I picked MJ Melendez to be our 2023 MVP. I think MJ or Vinny, I think they're going to get forgotten about hitting behind Bobby and Sal. I think guys are going to forget they're there and just give up easy pitches down the middle of the plate, and these two guys are just going to rake off them. So I'm excited for it. But give me a record prediction.
Real quick, real surprised you didn't go Nick Prado right there. Very surprised you didn't.
Oh, they sent him Nick down.
They did. I was feeling for you whenever I got that notification.
I don't know why. That's a story for a different time.
Yeah, we'll talk about that one. But win total. So ESPN came out in an article and had the Royals at a 72 win team. And we're talking about it on the radio on my way home from work. If you, as a Royals fan, are sitting there right now and you're given a button and you can press the button, you go 72 and 90. Are you pressing the button? Would you be satisfied with the 72 win team?
I'm going to break the button.
Note, real quick before you answer. I know you just answered, but last year win total 65, 74 the year prior, excluding the COVID year. They went 59 and then 58 wins. So 72 is it's an improvement from last year. Obviously not as much as 2021. We saw the Royals go on that insanely weird hot streak where they might have been the best team in all of baseball.
Yeah, they were power ranked 1 week at number one.
It was
for 1 week.
The weirdest thing ever, and ended up winning 74 games. And then last year, 65 wins. Bobby Witt injury kind of let the kids play as well as the older guys up. You wouldn't be satisfied with 72 wins as a Royals fan?
I wouldn't be.
What do you think the win total is then?
I think we push 70, 78, 79 wins.
Okay.
I think we're just about a 500 team, but Royals coming out of the spring training, we have the most wins.
That's huge.
We're 19 and 13. We don't have the best win percentage, but we do have the most wins. I think we're number 3 in win percentage, but I think this team is an early year hot team. I think they're going to stay hot coming out of spring training. But getting later into the year, are the Royals buyers or sellers at the deadline?
So I'm going to put the Royals at a 74 to 75 win team. I think they'll push just above that 72 win total. At the deadline, I think with the youth movement that we've already seen come through Kansas City this offseason, I think the Royals will be buyers in the aspect of maybe adding one more bat, one more arm that could push them over the top. And I could see them selling maybe some of their prospects, maybe kind of their older arms, Lyles, Ryan Yarbrough as well. Maybe if they've got strong starts to their season, the Royals maybe deal one of them away to get a young pitcher up to the rotation. I could see that as well. But I'm with you on the Royals starting hot because of how hot of a spring training they ended with. So I think they'll be buyers at the offseason, at the deadline. I'm sorry.
Okay. I think I really like for them to be buyers, but I think realistically they'll probably be sellers.
Okay.
I think Zach Greinke probably definitely be on that market. Roldis Chapman probably be on that market too. Unpopular one. Do you think Sal is on the market?
See, in my opinion, Sal and Greinke are Royals for life. They're not leaving KC. I don't think.
Okay.
I don't think either of them play another game in another jersey.
But just for the sake of my notes, Royals are buyers at the deadline.
There it is. I love it.
I got a couple guys I wrote down.
Okay.
They're all free agents after this year, so they're going to be on the market.
Heard.
Marcus Stroman.
Ooh.
What would it take for us to get Marcus Stroman?
Ooh. So Stroh playing in Chicago. 29 years old. Kind of that middle starter would be the 3, maybe 4 in the Royals rotation. Honestly, I think it would take a mid-level prospect to get Stroh at the deadline. Depends on where Chicago is, because Chicago's another team. I know you're very high on him. I am as well, in kind of a depleted rotation, not very deep. So I think it might take a bit more to get Stroman away from them. But a guy like that would be a great ad for their. Oh, I would love Stroh and KC. Oh my. What would it take to get Stroh away from the Cubbies, you think?
Oh, I mean, he's their ace right now.
That's true.
But if they come out and they're sellers at the trade deadline, I think, man, they're trying to fast track that rebuilding process. So I'd probably say a couple prospects.
Ooh, okay.
Two top 30s.
How about either or Josh Stallmont, Scott Barlow, and between a 20 and a 30 prospect. 30 ranked prospect between 20 and 30.
Yeah, I take that.
Okay. I mean, I feel like one of those like established pin arms I feel like they have a lot of value at the deadline.
Last one. Noah Syndergaard.
Oh, you would
bring Thor
on this list
to the city of fountains.
Sign the new deal with the Dodgers.
1 year.
Mm-hmm.
Two 1 years back to back.
Can the Royals just trade the player to be named in the Danny Duffy trade for Noah Syndergaard? Can they?
I think so.
I don't think that player's been named yet to this day, but
we'll bring Danny Duffy back as well.
I'm here for that. Syndergaard, obviously, I think he'd come in and be the ace of this Royals rotation. I think it would take more than Stroman. I think that. I know you're not a fan of this, but I'm just floating the idea out there. Freddie Freeman's getting up there in age.
Ooh.
Maybe they're looking to get younger at first base. You send them Noah Syndergaard and one of their prospects. I don't know the Dodgers prospects off the top of my head. For Nick Prado, a guy that kind of fell out of the pecking order in the Royals prospects. Vinny's now taken over first, kind of. That's an option.
Yeah, I could see the Royals doing that.
I mean, Prado's a guy I feel like at the deadline, if he still hasn't made that jump, it's a guy that I feel like the Royals have to look at him and be like, okay, this is one of our top first round picks that we took less than 5 years ago, and he still hasn't developed. We took Vinny P in the 3rd round from Old Dominion, and this guy's already in the majors, just evaluate the talent. I'd just say
gonna have 2 guys fighting for first base spot already without Nick Prado on the team. With Vinny and Sal getting up there in age, he's going to have to move to DH or first. DH is Franimol and Sal, so
that's true. MJ as well, he's in there in that conversation. I got a question for you real quick. Who gets the nod in right field? Who takes over right field, center field? Who gets those 2 spots in your opinion? I feel like MJ probably locks down left.
MJ and left. When Drew Waters gets back, he takes over his center field duties. Right field, you got to go.
Nate Eaton.
I really would have liked to see Nick Prado out there in right field. I know it's not going to be the best defensive outfield, but let the kids play.
That defensive outfield would be so bad.
Yeah, well, yeah, but
that'd be a terrible.
If we can put up runs, it's okay.
Yeah, that's true. Let the kids play, like you said.
But it gets him time in the outfield, gets him time anywhere on the field. But I would like to see Nick Prado out there in my ideal Royals lineup.
I'm here for that. I really don't know what Edward Olivares has to do to carve out a starting role in this lineup. I'd love to see him. I feel like we're going to see Kyle Isabel in center, but Nate Eaton was a guy that I really enjoyed watching this spring. I think he played very well.
So we also got Gavin Cross.
Gavin Cross.
He's sitting in the minors waiting for a spot.
Yeah, Jackie Bradley Jr. That's a name.
That's a name.
That is a name.
That's all I should stay. But before another season starts in a couple days, but you think the Royals make any big splashes right before the start of the season? So I didn't have any names written down for who's still a free agent or not, but
no, I don't think so. Maybe they drop another cool video with the powder blue jerseys. Those are going to be exciting to see.
Ooh, yes. Bring Eric Thames to Kansas City.
There it is.
But hit us up, guys. TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. We got it all. We're everywhere. I can't count that high. We've got that many things. Leave a like, leave a comment what you guys want to see. Follow us on Spotify, Amazon, Apple Music, Amazon podcasts.
There it is. It works.
But hit us up. Teespring at the 816 hour. Insert link here. For some awesome, cool merch on there. Got some sick shirts for this nice weather coming around. Got some awesome stickers. Yes, it's still a little bit cold outside. We got some nice sweatshirts and hoodies on there too. But thank you guys for watching. Thank you for listening. It really helps us out. But have a great day, guys.
Bang.
Peace out.